Corporate Misfits, we've been planning for your upcoming year in your digital product business. And today we're gonna dive in deeper to making an actual action plan so that you can actually execute in your business and reach your goals. So let's go ahead, pull out your pen and paper, and let's dive into planning your year with me. Hey there, Corporate Misfits. Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Corporate Misfit Club channel, where we help female coaches, course creators, and digital product business owners to build a freedom-bound business, sharing their expertise. Now, before we dive into today's topic, where we're going to be planning out your year for your digital product business, I want you to check out our digital product resource library, where you can learn how to create, launch, and be able to market your business. There's something for online course creators, coaches, and digital product business owners who might be selling templates, ebooks, and all those great things. And you can find that in the link below. Okay, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. So you're planning your year with me. This is part 3 of Plan Your Year with Me. And if you've missed part 1 and part 2, go back and check it out, because there are some steps that you do need to take before you go into creating an action plan. Now, creating an action plan is one of my absolute favorite things to do in the planning process. And I get excited about this because I start to think about all the ways that we can achieve our goals, reach that goal, and so much more. But if you don't have a clear vision, if you're not sure what your goals are, you don't have deadlines of when you want to hit your goals and all of that, then this is going to be probably out of place and not make sense for what you're looking to do. So I recommend that you go check out part 1 and part 2 and then make your way to where we are right now. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about getting clear on what your goals are and setting deadlines, and today we're going to go even further as we set this strategic action plan in place. Now, one of the things I like to do before I just start building out my action plan, I like to go and reevaluate who my ideal customer is. So when you know who your target audience is, it helps you to say, you know what, is this person still the right customer that I'm looking to work with, or have I grown in my business, or has my customer grown and maybe they're looking for something else as well? I want you to really get clear on who your audience is. Now, the reason why I like to redefine my target audience every single year is because sometimes I have grown as a business, and where I once was and what we were focused on, what we were teaching and what we were creating was in a different area, and now we maybe moved to a different stage. Maybe we've noticed over the years that we thought this was our client and our client's actually someone else. So I want you to really think through who your target audience is as you're going into this new year, and I want you to ask yourself, is the person you were serving, are they still part of your audience? Do you have maybe 2 different people in your audience? And if so, how do you plan to serve them as you go into the new year? Now, the second thing that we'll want to do is develop a marketing strategy. Now, a marketing strategy is so important because it's going to help you to get to a place to where you can start generating sales and bring awareness into your business. Marketing and sales are the 2 areas that I like to spend most of my time, because this helps to keep your business afloat. Now, having things in place like operations, those are really important too, and having different systems to help you get to where you need to go, those are very important. That helps you to grow your business. But I also will tell you, if you don't have sales in your business, I don't care what operations you're doing, you are not going to be growing your business further. So it's important that you really put sales and marketing at the forefront, and also have a really strong game plan when it comes to implementation, operations, and making sure systems in place, because they're all going to go hand in hand. So in order for you to make your marketing strategy, I want you to look back and ask yourself, what did you do this past year for marketing? What worked and what did not work? What channels did you show up on? Or what channels do you want to start showing up on? What efforts and how much time did you put into marketing? Did you put 5, 10, 15 hours into marketing? Or did you find yourself in a place where you were spending all of your working hours in marketing, but you had no time to put into implementation and operations? So let's really think through what worked in marketing and what didn't, and then also, what do you want to take on into the new year? Now, when I make my marketing plan, I first write out all the channels that I am currently marketing on, whether it's in person, whether it's events or summits, or if I am doing YouTubes, or if I'm showing up on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, wherever it may be. I write out all of my channels, and And as I'm going through, I do a grading for all of these different platforms that I might be on. I like to use one as the most least effective platform, and I like to use 10 as the most effective. And as I'm going through this, I will grade it between 1 to 10 and identify what's working and what's not. If I grade something that's going to be below a 5, I write down some notes and I write out why it is a 5 or below. This helps me to better understand if I should be spending more energy in this place, or if there's something that I can be improving on in this particular channel to grow and improve, or is this something that I probably need to eliminate and it's taking up too much time and not necessarily moving my business forward. So as you're going through this, I also want you to start thinking about maybe your email list. As you're going through this, are you showing up on your email list? Is it working? Are you emailing once a week? Are you emailing more than once a week? What's working for you and what's not, so that you can better understand what channels need to go into the new year and what channels might need improvement and what channels need to be eliminated. This truly helps you along the way in your marketing plan. So once you have that marketing side, I want to ask you, how are you generating revenue in your business? So from your marketing campaigns or the platforms that you're showing up on, identify what you have been doing in order to generate revenue in your business. Maybe you're doing email campaigns, maybe you're doing affiliates and you're partnering and collaborating with others. Maybe you are just creating webinars and you're getting people that way. I want you to really think through what you are doing in your business. I have tons of planners that you can check out to help you along the way to really create an effective marketing strategy. You can find those in the link below. Okay, so now let's talk about the third thing, which is going to be optimizing your operations. So I know I just mentioned that sales and marketing is a really big thing in a business, but also having operations is important as well. So I love operations because without operations, you have no systems in place. You aren't making things happen. You aren't getting to a place of growing your business. You're not taking action. You're not implementing. So when you have operations in place, this can help you to implement and execute. So one of the things I like to do is I like to ask, do I have any processes for me to reach my goals? Do I have a game plan and a system, such as, do I have a project manager platform that will help me to make sure that I'm hitting deadlines? Who's going to be doing what task? Do I need to outsource? When you have operations, it helps to just identify who's going to be doing what, how are you going to reach that goal, how are you going to get this process in place, how are you going to smooth this system up in order to reach the deadlines and reach the goals of what you're looking to achieve for the year. If you are looking to utilize a platform that can help you to reach your goals and really keep things in place for operations, I highly recommend that you check out some of the platforms I use. I use ClickUp. This helps me to put tasks in place, assign them to people on my team, put deadlines in place, put notes, really break down the task at hand, create Loom videos associated with them, and really make sure that everybody knows what they're doing. I also use things like Slack. It allows our team to properly communicate, have conversations, ask questions, also make sure that people are being notified of their tasks. So whatever goes into ClickUp also goes into Slack and notifies them there. We also use things like Loom. I am not a fan of having a million meetings. I used to do that in corporate world and that just drives me nuts. So I like to use Loom, and this helps me to create a video giving video task instructions and breaking it down versus me having to jump on a phone call, jump on a Zoom to be able to have a meeting about something. Now, if my team has a question or the person who's working on that task at hand, they will usually shoot a Loom video back, or they will send over a message in Slack and we just kind of identify what needs to happen, or they'll jump into ClickUp and write a message there. So this really helps to keep our team flowing smoothly and not just having meetings to have meetings. Also, some of the other things that I like to use, I love using Google Suites. This helps our team to keep everything organized, and we also use Dropbox. We are able to find our videos and the larger items that take up a lot of gigabyte and things like that. We put those in those places. So those are just some of the platforms that I use to help keep our business flowing and keep our business organized and to really keep communication just in a good place. Once you have your operations down, it's time to really make sure that the goals that you set in place are, again, measurable and that you have milestones to help you get there. So again, as I mentioned in another video where I talked about starting a YouTube channel, there are a lot of different tasks at hand in order to create a YouTube channel. You don't just jump on and start recording videos, but you also need to make thumbnails, video descriptions. You might need to get people to your actual YouTube, so you might send email campaigns out to get them to your YouTube channel. You're going to create YouTube art and so much more. You need video editing if you choose to do that style of video. So there's so many different things and moving parts in place that you need to set things such as milestones to help you achieve that. So for example, when I decided to create a YouTube channel, I decided to create my first milestone, just getting the name of my channel. The next milestone was getting the artwork for my channel. Once I identified that, I then started to make a game plan on what my channel is going to be about so I can write the description and also create different topics that I can create videos on. This helped me to put different milestones in place so that then I'm not trying to just do all of it at once and start feeling overwhelmed and not achieve anything. By doing this, it helped me to stay consistent with putting videos out every single week, and it also helped me to not feel overwhelmed as I was going through this process. So now that you have all that done, it's time for you to take out your notebook, your pen, and get to work. It's time to identify what your milestones are going to be. It's time for you to get really clear on what your marketing strategy is going to be and what you are going to be doing for this upcoming year. Now, again, I have some amazing resources for you that can help you to set some goals in your business. You can find some of our digital planners that we have below via the link. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Okay, Corporate Misfits, I will see you in part 4 and plan your year with me, and we are going to finalize your plan so that you can be set up for success. Hey there, Corporate Misfits. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos.